Okay, hey there everyone, and welcome to Singer going through Armored
Commence
Core
mission.
for answer today.
Destroy all line arc defense units.
A lead next! Damn it, not now!
Confirmed.
So just because
Half
the first
targets have
missions
been
don't
destroyed.
have much going to it, I'm going to just briefly explain a bit
Damn!
how
Are we
the
doing
game
any
works.
damage?
Standard mecha
Primal
game.
armor!
It's by the
First we have to break
company
down
from
that primal
software
armor.
that made Dark Souls.
Only a few targets
And a
remaining.
few of the weird things with this game is that most
Our
games that
standard
when they
weapons
have
are
multiple
useless.
patches,
Where
you're
are our
stuck on the
normals?
final patch. This one lets you choose which one you're doing. Singer's doing it on patch 1.2, so it's going to be a bit different than regular speedruns you'll see of this game, because a lot of the glitches either don't work or there's different ones on this one.
Commence mission. Destroy all enemies inside the combat zone. Time is limited. Move quickly.
Okay, so for the current mission, it's just destroying all of the ships. The key thing for it is to save ammo. There's some that are full of basically ammo and gunpowder, so when you blow them up, it blows up all of the other ones near it.
This area looks clear. Head elsewhere. Time is of the essence.
Just some other background info into the game for anyone who hasn't played it.
This area looks
The game
clear.
is basically
Head elsewhere.
a
Time is of the essence.
post-apocalyptic world where opposed to having
Arms fort
governments,
confirmed.
there's
That's
just
our
a
bonus
bunch of
target.
large
Prioritize
corporations
it.
that basically have their own pseudo-government. For the most part, the land and ground level is not
APE down 40%.
inhabitable anymore, so the
Okay, enemy
groups
arms
that had
fort
money
down.
to follow the governments are in basically floating cities in the air, while leaving some other people back on the ground.
3 minutes remaining. Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete. Excellent results. I'm impressed.
And just as he goes through, I'm going to be trying to give a bit of the plot also that the game gives you at that time, because obviously he's going to be skipping through all the cutscenes for the game.
Commence mission. Use the VOB to break through the advancing enemy
Extra
force.
I am trying to be a bit
Do as
louder,
much damage
just I
as
think
you
it's
can
just
on
the
the
way
way.
that Singer
The
has
rest of the
the
mission will
sound
be
set up.
cakewalk.
This is about as loud as it's going to get. I guess I'll try not to talk over the dialogue then so you can hear me, because that seems to be when there's an issue. Okay, so for the current mission that Singer's doing, how it works is that he's flying in with this rocket on him, except all of the enemies he has to defeat are things he's currently flying past. So if you get a perfect run, you can actually defeat everything before you get there, but anything he
VOB
doesn't
nearly
kill,
depleted.
he gets to
Prepare for
turn
mobile
around and
battle
go back
maneuvers.
at. And there's actually more enemies here than he has to kill. So so he only has to kill certain ones to actually
VOB
finish the mission.
depleted. Purging. Destroy all remaining enemy units. Hang in there.
In this case now, any of the ones that he had to kill but didn't get to, he will be able to kill them when they're flying over now. Oh, sorry, Singer.
All targets destroyed. Mission complete.
Okay, so this next mission is
Commence
just,
mission.
there are a few,
Arms Fort
there is an
landmarks
Arms Fort,
confirmed.
okay, so on the
Intel's
map,
right
which
on
is
the
one of the
money
new
this time.
things that was in
They're
this game
standard models, but
for the
don't
series,
have
it's just really a giant thing with a bunch of weapons on it. This one's not too
Don't waste
hard, it
ammunition on
just
its
sits
front.
there,
Circle
and then you
around
just
it
has to
while
clear up
avoiding
all
the
of the
main
other
cannon's
enemies
firing
around
radius.
it. Should be a pretty quick one.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed.
Alright,
Mission
we're gonna get
complete.
started. Okay, so this next one is actually the first one where there's a major glitch that's going to be used. In
Eliminate
most
all
missions,
enemy defense
when
units.
you go out of bounds, you just automatically die or the level ends. For some reason, for this one, they didn't put the death wall there. So you're actually able to fly out of bounds and shoot inside the level. Which, as you can see from the way that it's a snaking thin tunnel, besides the fact that you can't get shot at, it really trivializes the level because you're still able to shoot in as long as you don't hit any of the objects that have two-way walls on them.
Confirmed. Half the targets have been destroyed.
Guard med control switching to A10.
Also, this level, because it's thin hallways, has a bunch of
Only a
enemies
few enemy
that
targets
have
remaining.
kind of an explosive punch, and they'll just go right at you and try and one-shot you.
Enemy reinforcements inbound. Coming in from above.
Singer accidentally flew inside there. Yeah, when it changed to the other weapon because Singer ran out of ammo, it unfortunately changed to the sword and
Confirmed. All
she dashed
targets
into the-
destroyed. Mission complete.
Wasn't too much time lost though. This is also a mission that has a very interesting
Commence
concept to
mission.
it because the
Eradicate the
mission
enemy
here
fleet and enemy arms
has some
Special edition normal detected. It's
the
equipped
term
with a
for
frontal
them
shield.
is
Don't waste
normals, which
ordnance
are
on that
just the
shield.
regular enemies.
Maneuver behind it and
And
strike the
they
rear
have
hull.
a shield on the front that actually makes them
Confirmed.
absorb a lot of
Half the
damage,
targets
and
have
you're
been
supposed
destroyed.
to fly behind them. But the trick is, because Singer is using rockets, she can actually just destroy the buildings and they sink. Most
Only a few
normals
targets
actually float
remaining.
on water, but these ones don't.
Arms Fort Gigabase identified. It may be a relic, but it's still an arms fort. Don't underestimate it. Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete.
I say that Singer also had really good aim with those because rockets are actually manual aim. So it does take a decent amount of practice to use them when you're doing high-speed movements.
Commence mission. Retake Cradle 2-1 and eliminate the Liliana insurgents. They're extremists, but they can only deploy normals.
So this is one of the
No
things I
match for a
mentioned
next.
earlier, where there are cities in the sky that people are actually living on. This is actually one of them.
It must be the League's doing.
So the current mission here is showing that there are terrorists that are basically trying to take it over or bring it down, which also starts to show that besides just fights between the corporations, like what the other levels were, this is showing that there are people who aren't happy with the current state of how
5
it's going.
targets remaining.
Which also goes to show that there's more than just the corporations as
2
factions
left.
that are shown in the game.
One more to go.
Damn! We're being ripped apart! What is this thing? This is unfair!
Confirmed. All targets destroyed.
Looks like Singer's
Mission
energy ran out a
complete.
bit there. We should wait
Well,
for it to
that's
come
it.
back before she could fly back
You've
up at it.
passed. Nothing more to say.
So this is the first actual quote-unquote real arms fort of this game, opposed to the land
Commence
crab
mission.
or the Giga base before
Destroy the BFF
that
arms
isn't
fort.
really a
Secure it
boss
on
and you can
Motherwell.
just shoot at it.
First, the
This is
VOB
one
will
where
aim
you're
quickly closing
actually
on the target.
supposed to
This is
hit
real
certain
high-speed
targets to
combat.
actually
You'll
take
need
it
100%
down.
focus.
It's very large and you can't just mindlessly shoot at it. But something I've noticed is actually going to
VOB
have a
nearly
glitch used
completed.
here
Prepare for
to
normal
save
battle
time on
maneuvers.
this level. So the speculation is that there was originally one way you were supposed to kill it, but then they changed to have missile batteries on all of the wing type arms that you're seeing that are
Good.
slowly
You're in.
unfolding.
Remember the
And you're
briefing.
supposed to kill those
Take out
now
those
to
cannons.
beat the level,
If our
but
intel's
there are
right,
other
we
spots
should
that if
take
you
it out in
blow
one
up
fell
key
swoop.
targets on it, for some reason it just glitches, the arms completely get removed from the game, which immediately makes you win because the missile targets are also gone, and then you can actually
In
fly
any
inside
case,
it.
the mission plan is all we've got now. Confirmed.
It also skips the cutscene. So this is the first real next fight of the game. So basically what you're
Commence
piloting is
mission.
called a next or a
Destroy
next
the
generation armored
unidentified
core.
next.
This is the first actual real next fight
Don't
of
be
the game. There
intimidated.
is one earlier,
You
but
may
it's
be a bit
kind of a
skilled,
joke
but
and
it's just
doesn't
another
do
lynx
most
like
of what it's
yourself.
Doomed to obscurity forever.
And Singer used
What
the
I
blades
deserve
on
for
her
not
setup
taking
and just
this
took
more
it down really
seriously.
quick. That was actually a really smooth run.
Confirmed.
It is
Unidentified
potentially
next
possible
destroyed.
to just kill it in one shot, but it has
Mission
to do
complete.
a really
It
particular
looks like
movement
you're
and not dodge.
improving out there.
And this is just another level where it's killing some things
Commence
along
mission.
with those armed fort
Destroy
land
all
crabs.
enemy arms
There's
fort
2
units.
here. And then just some regular normals that are on. There's some in the front and some farther back. And depending on Singer's movements here, she can get a lot of them to group up for when she's actually going to kill them, which will save some
Another
time.
arms
for
fort
shots.
down. One more.
You see here, they all just bunched up now.
Okay, enemy arms fort down. Just mopping up now.
Something else of also note with the current string of mission Singer's doing, as I mentioned
Confirmed.
before, Singer's
All
on
enemy
patch
arms fort units have been
1.2.
destroyed.
Normally for speed runs on
Mission is
1.4,
successful. The
there's
transports
a
are
mission that's
safe.
coming up that
Good
you
work.
can glitch and just kill it straight through the wall without actually doing the level, but it's not available on the patch Singer is on. And I'll make that comment when it comes up.
Commence mission. Take out the enemy defenses and destroy the resource plants.
Hey, so this current
Clock's
mission is
ticking.
just
No
that
time to
there's a bunch of
waste.
fog, there's some factories you have to destroy with
it's
some
Baran
regular
Squadron.
enemies.
No
The
wonder
thing
the
with this
defense units
level
were
is
targeted.
that your lock-on range
Cunning
is
rats.
very diminished,
Resource plant
and
destroyed.
then not knowing where
More
to go, you can also get lost a bit inside of the actual city section if your ability to fly isn't that great for your setup. But because Singer's using the rockets for manual aim, the lock-on range isn't too big of an issue. And obviously, because
Plant
Singer's done it
destroyed.
before, you
Just
know where the
one left.
factories are. Singer quickly went over to those buildings a bit so that the enemies that are inside the city are going to start coming towards her, so she doesn't have to chase them inside. Seems like one of them is still inside here, though. Oh, it got stuck on the buildings.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete. Commence mission. Destroy the arms fort Stigro.
Okay, this is actually going to be a
Discharging
really
attack
quick one,
confirmed.
and Singer's actually
Stigro's
going
been
to do a
destroyed.
strat to get it to end
Mission
faster.
complete.
So you'll notice
You're a
Singer
real
shot the
pro
building
now.
underneath her after shooting enough bullets to kill Stigro, because you can cut off a lot of the ending dialogue by going out of bounds. You may have seen it a bit before, but that's a really quick one there.
Commence mission. Destroy the GA arms
So
fort
this is the
Great
level
Wall.
where for 1.4
First,
patch you can actually
infiltrate the arms
shoot
fort
a
from the
very
rear.
certain spot and just end the level in 10 seconds. Because Singer's on patch 1.2, that is not available, so Singer's going to do the level the way it was intended to be done. Yeah, patches 1.3 and 1.4 were meant for online play scaling, and a lot of the levels and enemy bosses have a large issue on those patches because they were never intended or even brought up in thought for those patches.
What was that sound? Did it separate? They disengaged from the rear unit. Quick, go after its power
1.2 that
source.
Singer's on now is really the last patch
Damn it,
meant
it's like
for
a
the
lizard
campaign.
discarding its tail. Good. You've almost reached the core. Enough. You've started a chain reaction.
Singer just has to
Clear
destroy the
power
engine and
unit.
then just get out. So this is a level that can potentially cost a lot of time. The speedrun strat for this mission is
Slimy
really good,
politicians with all their
but
empty
because of
calls to arms.
RNG,
In the name of
it can
liberty,
get stuck in
I'll
some
sink the
spots
whole lot of
because
you
there's
to the bottom of the
scripted
ocean.
sections of enemies that have to die,
Commence mission.
along
Cooperate
with
White Glint and eliminate the
if
lead
you don't
nests.
hit those marks,
We've
there
detected
is
2
the
enemy
final
nests.
boss gets
Stasis
stuck at a
and
certain
Fragile.
health threshold you can't hit him
Stasis.
under.
It's Otstarva, the rank 1 Lynx.
So there's
League
2
isn't holding back.
scripted deaths that have to happen, but
White
the order
Glint
doesn't
operator
matter.
Fiona
But then
Jarnfeld
the
here.
last one needed
I
to win.
appreciate the
The
assistance.
enemy has a
Good luck
max
to
health
both of
cap
us.
until the other ones happen. But
It appears
a
you
bunch
have
of
left
the
me no
things
choice.
involve the enemies flying out of
Initiating
bounds or
Plan D.
getting to certain places. And as you can see from this level, there's a lot of architecture they can get stuck on.
Damn it, I'm sinking. I can't go down like this.
So currently one of the scripted deaths happened. And I believe Singer has to wait for the other one now. Which in best case it should have happened already, but a lot of the next get stuck in this level.
White Glint is disabled. He cannot come to your
Okay,
help
there we
any
go.
longer.
There is the
I'm
singers death
sorry.
Singer was waiting for.
Now it is
Thing is,
one
White
against
Glint's
one.
supposed to fly
Test
out of the map.
capability increased. Excellent. Energy flow
Or
is
take a
reversing
certain amount of
the
damage from
AMS.
Fragile. But White Glint got stuck somewhere. So until it finally timed out and White Glint died,
Confirmed.
Singer couldn't
Fragile
complete the
has
level.
been destroyed. Mission complete. In the end,
Thankfully, that was actually a pretty quick one. That mission can get stuck for quite a while.
Commence mission. Eliminate the pair of enemy nexts.
So this is actually a
This
really
fog is
good
thick.
level here,
They've
with
also
some
done this.
very, very particular aiming at
kind of
certain
joke is
spots.
this?
And because of how the AI for this level works, Singer can actually complete it without having to move.
To think it all ends here.
And there we go, Singer beat it without moving.
Typical.
Okay, so there's 2 bosses on this
Confirmed.
level that
Red Rum's been
start
taken
at the
out.
same spot, but they're scripted to
Mission
not
complete.
actually move until you start to
You
move,
managed to survive.
or they take
That's the best we
damage,
could have hoped
and because
for.
of the distance, they'll start coming forward first. So Singer can manually aim the rockets at the 4-legged one that she showed second. So killing that one then is the hard one, and the other guy tends to run straight at you.
Commence
So she was
mission.
able to just quickly take them out.
Eradicate the unidentified arms fort.
So this next one
Information is
has a
spotted.
modified land
Proceed
crab that
with
has some
caution.
flying cannons on it, with very, very good aiming timing. On 1.4, it's easy to take them all out, but on
Segments are splitting
1.2,
off. Careful,
mostly you get
those
2 or
Soldiers
3 when they're
cannons are
flying up,
operating
and then just have to quickly take the other ones out.
Sick, twisted bastards. Unleashing those monsters. Confirmed. All targets destroyed. Mission complete.
And there we go. Pretty clean level there.
You did well to
Got the
defeat
2 that was
monster.
guaranteed at the start, got the other 2 down, and then just killed the land crab. Okay. Yep. Okay, so this next one's going to be another one of those. It's just the lock-on isn't that great.
Commence
It's hard to
mission.
see from the snow, and there's just some long-range snipers you have to take out. So Singer, because of the speed of her setup, doesn't really have to dodge, and can just fly really quick and take some nice shots to quickly take them out. This actually shows the good use of manual aiming with those rockets, while also making very precise movements. The forward movements in a lot of the cases are going to be timed so that
Target
the
destroyed.
sniper cannons miss,
3 more to go.
while also
Confirmed.
moving around them a
Silent
bit
Avalanche
and getting
has
there
been
before they can
destroyed.
turn.
Mission complete. They were just paper tigers. No match for you.
So this is one of the missions where it's skipping through the plot of the game, but just to go
Commence
over it.
mission. The target is a good distance above your
There
position.
are facilities like
climbing.
this that are where the power is being generated
You
for
know
the
what you're
flying
doing.
cities.
What it will mean, don't
And
you?
the ending that Singer is going for is joining one of the terrorist groups, because the cities that are flying are actually slowly dropping a pollution down, which will
Confirmed.
eventually
All
go up and
targets
end up
destroyed.
killing everybody.
Mission complete.
And as you saw from this level, they actually forgot to fill in a hole at the back, so Singer was able to just turn around and fly right up to it. So this is the level where it
Commence mission.
chooses which of the endings
Seize
you're
control
going
of the
towards.
Karpal's facility.
This is actually a bit of a time waster level, unfortunately,
Eradicate as
because
many
you have to
defense
kill a
installations
boss,
as possible
but he's scripted
before
to
Noblesse
not come in
Oblige
until a
reaches the
certain
combat
period of
zone.
time.
That
So
should
in
make
theory,
things go more
Singer can just
smoothly.
sit in the back and wait for him to spawn, but instead, Singer's going to take the time to clear the facility out, because knowing the mission ahead of time, there's a chance that Singer can take the boss out as it's flying into the stage, but she has to take the cannons out to stop them from shooting the bridge when she's lining her shots up. Because if the bridge gets taken out, it's just a lot harder to get the angle to have it done. Singer's really just, again, going to do some high-speed movements here, so show some really quick aiming with these manual aim rockets. So as you can see, there's a bridge that Singer's flying over now that has a highway on it. The enemy boss, or enemy next, is actually going to be using that to get into the stage. And the entire bridge is destructible in segments. So if she doesn't take these cannons out, while their aim isn't that great, while standing still trying to aim, it will take out the cannons. Take out the cannons, we'll take out the bridge sections. So now it's just the point of we have to wait for the boss to spawn. Sadly, destroying everything doesn't automatically spawn the boss, so you do have to wait the full time for the mission. So now that the cannons are gone, Singer can just sit on this bridge and just shoot him as he's coming in. He will not actually attempt to fight till he reaches the very end of this bridge. So just because we have time here to go farther into the base plot of the game, for the 3 endings, one of them is just you follow the corporations to defeat the terrorists. Everything goes as status quo, but then you find out from the later endings that eventually humanity would go extinct with that way.
Bandits like you know no honor. I envy your simple
I'm gonna wait a bit because the boss is coming in now. You see Singer just shooting him as he's coming in, and it just has perfect range to go at him because the cannons weren't there, and now he should be almost dead, so Singer can just catch up and take him out at the end.
Believe it. Noblesse oblige.
And there we go, easy boss
Still
fight.
have work to do.
I think so. The other ending Singer's not going for is going with the terrorist organization to basically take the energy that's keeping the flying cities up and using them to destroy just arrays of satellite weapons in space that are stopping everyone from going into space. The corporation is trying to stop the others, basically trapped everyone, and that opens up space. The current level Singer's doing now is going with Old King, which is one of the more extremist members of the terrorist organization, to take out the flying cradles. Because another way to stop the pollution, as opposed to just taking the energy away in space, is just apparently killing them all. Which, as you can see from the dialogue, your operator, who's basically the partner in the chat operator who gives you information for all of the levels, is leaving because you're just innocently killing people at this point. And there's Old King in the background.
60 billion.
So Singer again is showing actually really great aim with the rockets because of the way that the hitboxes register for the patch she's on. It could go down in 1 shot or could go down in 2 depending on the distance Singer's firing them at.
18 million.
Singer just has to take a few more of the engines out, and then that's the last plane done.
$100 million. What is wrong with you?
And right here, actually, Singer, while going out of map to cut the dialogue out, just got the mission, got the message for losing, but got it at just the right time that she still completed the mission. So this is the final mission for the ending Singer is going towards. Actually making really great time on this. Is a 2 versus 4 boss fight. It's basically both it's people from both sides, the terrorist organization, and
think you understand.
your side plus the operator who just left,
Well,
or not your side,
it
the
is what
corporation
it is.
side, who
Your actions
made a
were
trap to
clearly
kill you
deliberate.
because you're just going around killing
No
everyone
point in
now at
trying
this
to
point.
reason with you.
And that doesn't fit either of the
Maybe
motives
it's
both
just
of them
an
are going
animal.
for.
Can it even understand
Something
what we're
else you also
saying?
find for the earlier
think
earlier
you're some
endings
kind
is
of
that the
one-man
leader of the
army.
terrorist organization was actually the number
You
one
think
of
it's
the
your
corporate
right
group,
to choose who lives
who
and dies.
I guess felt that what they were doing
Killed
was
too
wrong,
many.
and actually fakes his death in the White Glint mission. Yep, so Singer actually has to do a lot of dodging to this current one now, because there's 4 bosses trying to take her out at once. So for some of the other patches, the rockets are a better use for it, but because the patch Singers on, the blades are actually a lot more effective, just damage and how they work. Singer actually has made really nice use of the rockets there to kill that guy. And it looks like one of the enemies got stuck on the other side of the wall somehow. They sometimes fly over when dodging, but they're not scripted to actually go out here. This is actually Otstarva, the guy who fakes his death in the White Glint mission and is also the leader of the terrorist organization. So as you'll also notice, when you're on water opposed to ground, you will slide across the water a lot, which does make it harder to hit enemies with blades, because the dodges push them over farther. And
Soon
that was the last
after,
hit.
The blood of the innocents would rain
And
down
that's
from
the
the
run.
cradles, all at the hands of a single lynx. One who will be the greatest monster mankind has ever seen, taking more lives than any other in history.
Yep, and congrats, Singer. That was a very clean run, especially with the White Glint mission. There was easily a minute to 2 minutes of waste waiting for White Glint to die. So you actually did a fantastic job. Also hearing that was also Singer's personal best on this run, on this patch. So that makes it even better. Yeah, Singer, still, yeah, that was honestly a really great run. Besides just getting a few shots angled better, which sometimes is hard to beat, and getting a few of the next fights done fast, which again, bit of RNG there. Easily get this couple. That'd be honestly a really good achievement on 1.2, because 1.4 has so many tricks that make it a lot faster. Especially with just fragile and dodging and all the other enemy next dodging. Yeah, you did make it. Yeah, you made it to the actual event, and you killed it. Not only did you do it great, not only did you not fail a single level, you got a personal best. The white glint one didn't glitch like hell. There's honestly nothing to be disappointed about. Yeah, I don't know why, but the White Glint AI for the Order mission is nothing like the AI for the actual mission. The AI for the mission's good, it dodges, it spaces, it uses the assault armor on time. This just, I don't know. What's up with the paint scheme? Wait, did the texture on your next break? I thought I only did that on the RCP3S, or RPC S3. I also forgot Fragile as assault armor. I'm surprised assault armor isn't used in the speedruns. Like, I know you have the one overbooster because it lets you overboost a lot more, but there's got to be at least a close to equivalent assault armor that can cut down boss fight times. Even just for the last fight when you're fighting Otstarva at the end, could have easily shaved off 30 seconds with it. Also saying you don't get yourself killed with it. Fragile, still a pain in the butt to hit with blades. This is another thing, at 1.4 he's just so much slower. The quick boosts don't go as far. Honestly, Singer, you should feel good. It was great. You got your PB. You just sat down, got all of it done. Didn't fail anything. Besides just a bit better RNG on the one mission, and then just hitting a few more things earlier. There's really nothing you can do better. I mean, X was honestly typing a lot of things inside the chat, a lot of compliments, a lot of people liked it. So are you going to be doing anything else since we're all here? Nope, just taking a shower, then I will see you later. Oh, it's actually probably pretty late for you. Yep, no problem. It was actually my first time doing this. It was quite nice. I was trying to fit in some background plot because most people have probably never heard of this. Just next time, I should probably space it out better, knowing when things are coming up. Because I had to interrupt myself a few times. Honestly, EVT, it's also probably partly me. Also, we were doing it inside the test room without the voices. By the way, I think it's still fine. It's not also not like I'm using a professional mic either. I'm using a headset that I use for MMOs. I really should get, though, a like desk standing microphone for broadcasting for when I do my streams. Probably a lot better quality. Yeah, Singer, if you ever want to do anything like this again, I will gladly commentate for you again. Good luck and good night.